You've seen it drop tested and ravaged by a lot of people online. But now it's time to take a detailed look at what the HONOR X9b 5G is all about and what other tricks it has up its sleeves. The device made its rounds on social media due to its supposed ultra-durable build that can withstand being dropped, bitten, and used to chop and squash things. But is it as durable as what the audiences think it is? How do the other specs and features perform? We'll answer those questions in our HONOR X9b review. As you've seen in a lot of videos online, the HONOR X9b 5G has a durable screen. This is all thanks to, as the company calls it, the HONOR Ultra Bounce Display 360 degrees anti-drop protection. It offers 3-level protection that consists of single-point reinforcement protection, deep seal protection, and then the wraparound cushioning, making the X9b 5G a recipient of Switzerland's SGS 5-star rating for overall drop resistance. In real-world use, it should withstand accidental drops even on higher grounds, even without the case on. But depending on the angle and the weight of the fall, as well as the surface it'll be landing on, the X9b 5G can still get nicks and dents, even completely broken, since the front is still made out of thin sheets of glass. So as tempting as those drop test videos may be, please don't go around dropping and throwing a phone just for the fun of it. Also, it lacks an official IP rating for dust and water resistance, which is really disappointing. More than the durability, what we actually liked about the X9b 5G is how incredibly slick it is. It's one of the thinnest and lightest phones we've seen in recent months, and the curves on front and back improving comfort when used. Then there's the sunrise orange colorway and gold accents in the camera island for an eye-catching appeal. It's vegan leather material, which means it has the look and texture of leather but made out of plastic to keep things light. The bottom line is that the HONOR X9b 5G is for those who want to enjoy all of its good looks bare, with no case, and have the peace of mind that it won't break that easily if it accidentally falls out of the pocket, gets sat on, or got thrown away by their kids, which we believe happens a lot. Just don't go around showing off and performing random drop tests to people. The HONOR X9b 5G has a 6.78-inch 1.5K AMOLED display with a decent 2652 by 1200 pixel resolution, 120Hz dynamic refresh rate, 100% DCI P3 color, and 92.8 screen-to-body ratio. As most HONOR phones, you have control over the eye's comfort and sleep settings, color mode and temperature, refresh rate, and more. Display quality is fine, we've seen better, but the contrast and colors it provides are nice in the eyes, whether for content consumption or reading text. What we're really disappointed about is the lack of stereo speakers, which is already warranted for this price. Instead, we got a lackluster single speaker. While it has a 150% volume booster, the clarity and sound balance could be better. The HONOR X9b 5G is powered by a 4nm Qualcomm Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 octa-core processor with an Adreno 710 GPU, flagship level 12 gigs of RAM, and 256 gigs of non-expandable storage. It performed well in basic tasks and most used apps like messaging, video calls, social media, and taking pictures. We weren't bothered by annoying lags, delays in launching app, and other hassle. Gaming performance was also passable. We were able to play Call of Duty Mobile under high graphics quality and max frame rate with no worries. Farlight 84 settings were set to the highest by default, but we were experiencing frame drops and lags, so we dialed down the graphics to Ultra for a much smoother and acceptable experience. Overheating was also not a problem, but as with most phones, you do feel the back starts to accumulate some heat after a couple of minutes of playing. The software is handled by Android 13-based Magic OS 7.2. It's convenient and easy to get used to, and we're hoping it will be eligible for the Android 14 update. The other things we like about the HONOR X9b 5G is its large 5800 mAh battery, which is impressive considering how thin the device is. Its longevity is even more impressive as it was able to make it to the next day with still about 30 to 45% of juice left. That's with moderate use. If you play games most of the day, you may have to charge it before going to sleep. Speaking of charging, the 35 watts adapter it comes with is relatively slower for the battery it has to charge. In our test, a 15-minute charge gained 20%, 38% for 30 minutes, and 0 to 100% charge will take about an hour and a half. The HONOR X9b 5G has a sharp 108 megapixel main camera with a low-resolution 5 megapixel ultra-wide and 2 megapixel macro lens, which we're glad is not a useless depth sensor. Daylight shots from the main camera are decent with natural colors and impressive contrast. Dynamic range is passable but do struggle in challenging scenarios. The camera holds up in low light shots. Colors and contrast are still nice, but as expected, grains and noise have already crept in. On the other hand, the image quality from the 5 megapixel ultra-wide camera has poor details, which is expected from its low-resolution sensor. Dynamic range is dull too. However, the colors do look appealing like the main camera, and a wide field of view can be handy when shooting bigger objects. Like the ultra-wide, you can't expect much from the 2 megapixel macro lens, but with a 4 cm shooting distance, it shouldn't require that much detail anyway. On the front, the 16 megapixel selfie camera takes images with appealing colors, similar to what other cameras have. Skin tones are accurate and the details are more than enough. Portrait mode also works well on this camera. The camera app is straightforward and offers a bunch of shooting modes. However, we've noticed a split-second delay when switching between 1x, 0.6x, and 3x lenses. Bottom line is, you shouldn't be buying the HONOR X9b 5G because of its durable screen. While it's definitely tougher than other phones in this price range, there's more to this one than its durability. First, it has a sleek build that feels light and comfortable to hold. There's also the eye-catching orange vegan leather rear panel, the snappy and dependable chipset, fancy curved and colorful display, great selfie and main cameras, and of course, the large battery. Still, it's not without its flaws. For one, it should already have a stereo speakers for the price. The ultra-wide has a terrible resolution, the charger feels low for the price, and the lack of an official IP rating is disappointing. While it's not perfect, would still recommend the HONOR X9b 5G for those who want a smartphone that in this price range has an attractive and comfortable design, reliable performance for basic tasks and gaming, can take good shots for social media, and can last you days on a single charge. The HONOR X9b 5G is available in the Philippines for 16,999 pesos, available in HONOR online channels and physical stores nationwide.